Hey everybody, it's John Legend here. I'm here with my partners at Get Lifted Books, Ty Stiklorius and Mike Jackson, and we're here with the great Candace Parker, one of the great legends of basketball, who has written this amazing book that's coming out on Get Lifted Books. It's called The Can-Do Mindset, and we're going to learn all about it today.
Why, in fact, did you decide to write this book, The Can-Do Mindset?
I think perspective is everything. Going through the 16-year career that I had playing basketball, I've been able to gain a lot of perspectives from marriage, from relationship, from being a teammate. I thought it was something that I could share with a lot of different people. It's not just a basketball book, it's a book about how to get through life and how I've managed to kind of use all of those perspectives to my advantage.
Talk about some of those elements of the can-do mindset.
Well, can-do mindset started off, my mother gave me the nickname Can when I was younger, then kind of extended it to can-do. My brothers as my heroes. They're 8 and 11 years older than me. Everything they did, I wanted to do. I aspired to try to be just like them. And because they were older, sometimes I doubted myself, and my mom would always be like, can do. You know, something that became an acronym, and it stood for community, authenticity, negativity, the dash, and opportunity. And so it kind of is a lens in which I'm able to tell the stories of my life, and from the beginning. I mean, can do has been my nickname for a very long time.
I have to tell you, my mom's name is Candace, and her nickname was Can Dance. She was from Jersey, and she used to dance on American Bandstand. But she was also a nurse, and she worked in balanced parenthood and working full time and leading nursing at the Hospital University of Pennsylvania. And she kind of taught me that. How did you feel kind of writing and putting this into a book? Because a lot of people are doing, podcasts and they go on TV, but it's a different process to kind of have to sit and really tell more of the stories and go back and edit it.
The people that have written books told me, like, this is going to be almost like a therapy session, and it's a labor of love. I really am grateful for certain things that come up in the book that I don't even know if people understood had an impact on me and my trajectory and my career.
One of the things I love about being an artist is that we create work that outlives us, that lasts forever, and it's always going to be that thing. So you were able to put your stamp on the world by leaving this guide to how you have become the person you've become, and it's going to outlive you, and it's going to mean something to people, and they can read it for inspiration forever.
I hope so.
Yeah.
As a kid growing up, I really dreamed of being an author. That was one of my goals. I loved to write as a kid, and so this is kind of, little Can is proud.
I know your family's informed you a lot. I know Coach Summit has informed you a lot. I'm wondering, it's really curiosity, if there are other people in your life that have kind of helped shape you and mold you into the person you are today?
When I had my daughter, I thought I was gonna be the teacher and she was gonna be just the student, and I was gonna just show her, the whole Mufasa thing where it's anything the light touches, it's yours, I'm gonna show you this way. And then I realized she was teaching me more about myself and my journey and my perspective and the way that I looked at life. I think my daughter Layla has shaped me in so many different ways and has caused me to look myself in the mirror, and the things that I thought were correct or the way that I moved or how I operated, she completely changed that. And I'm so grateful for her for being patient with her mom at times when I needed patience, as we all understand as parents. But my kids have done that for me.
I gotta say, I love that we're having this conversation, because for years and years, when people wrote books, they never talked about the family, really. They didn't always give the tips about being a parent. And I remember when I was sort of making it in the music business, people were like, don't talk about your kids, because the men don't talk about that. It's not like that anymore.
It's not. It's interesting because I got pregnant with my daughter after my rookie season. So her and I have been on this journey. I don't remember professional basketball without having a nap schedule or some sort of figuring out babysitting. I had my daughter, I came back 53 days after I had her and played. I tried to rush back and be a mom and have all of this and balance work and things like that. And I thought that was strength. So then what was that saying if you don't? If you do take your time, if you do try to spend time, this precious time with your baby. And so it's kind of like a weird moment that I go through where it's yes, all of you is so important, and you should be able to have all these things, but the reason why things are in place is because women weren't always able to have a seat at the table because we were supposed to be at home with the kids. you know, I'm in a big playoff game, they ask me, you know, where's Layla? And it's like, they're not asking LeBron that, you know? And so as an athlete, I loved being able to kind of try to do it all, but I also don't want to put that burden on other parents to feel like they have to. The more stories and the more we're talking about it, it has opened the doors for other parents to not call out sick, but say, I'm going to my daughter's dance recital. I'm leaving early to go to, because that's important for them to look out and see you. And I think parenting is a part of who we all are. And if you can't bring that to the table when you're working on something or in a working environment, then like, I don't think you're bringing your whole self.
And when we think about what's important to us and like the things we remember, the things we value, so much of it is about who you spent that time with, whether it's your family or your chosen family, just people you love and care about, and being able to have great vacations with them, or go to that dance recital, or go to their theater production at school. Like, you're gonna remember all these core memories. The kids are gonna remember them too.
John, I came to your concert
Yeah.
and I watched Luna and Miles watch you and go like sitting there and they're trying to get to your eyes while you're singing. There's something about your kids being a part of your journey. And there's something that they will remember certain things that you had no idea.
Candace, thank you so much for writing this book. It's deeply inspiring. Thank you for trusting Get Lifted Books with your story, with your life lessons. For everybody out there, Candace Parker's The Can-Do Mindset is available wherever you like to buy books.